So here we go. This is This is what I like to call the Satchel setup.
Okay.
In cinemas October. Here they come.
Oh, that's beautiful. That was impressive.
Thank you. Welcome back, people, to Hammond Robotics Corporate.
I love this map.
This is a seriously cool map, and we're taking more looks at Capture the Flag, because why not? Why not?
Sure, why not?
Because we can, Abby.
Exactly,
that's why.
we can. We can show whatever we want.
Exactly, now we can. There's a really cool moment in this map, and also a few other maps, when you realise you're in cylindrical rooms, that you can totally run around the entire room on the wall. Like you can do like laps of the room, sometimes by accident, because you're just kind of like, oh, that kind of just happened.
So we're just going to watch you do that and not help your team, right?
Yeah, that's this video you're watching now is 3 hours of me running around. It's one of those looped videos. So this is, we're a bit lower level, we haven't got as much here, but this is probably one of my first times on this map, and there's always this thing where I find when you're not really used to the game yet, you just tap A and run against things and and it kind of works, and you're like, yeah, I meant to do that the entire time.
Yeah,
so,
don't I look cool, yeah.
Yeah, I know, I'm going to get through this window. And you can imagine me like sliding against the hello.
The third person view of that is very comical.
And then obviously taken out, don't know where this guy is. We're gonna
I was just sitting there waiting for you.
Yeah, they knew I was coming. The burn cards. Now, one question for you. When it comes up at the bottom that I've killed a grunt and I get a burn card, is that just a random sort of thing, like you've killed a certain
burn cards are tied to specific actions that you're taking in the game, but there's also a rarity level. So, if you're killing a lot of grunts, maybe you're not earning a very rare burn card for it, but if you pull off something way more impressive, then you have the chance to get something that is pretty awesome.
Yeah. We saw actually our flag carrier just standing there. You can totally, like the other team can see where the flag carrier is, so I don't think they're fully aware of that. We've got, we just got the flag back, and sadly.
Look at you, tricky.
Yeah, I've got that there. I was hoping maybe take the enemy flag, but they might run over it, so I thought I was attempting to.
Your defense.
Yep, I'm always thinking ahead, and there's an amazing thing about just seeing these maps and going, I can run against that wall, and otherwise in other games you'd be running forever on some grass.
Yeah, it's amazing, even on how large the maps are, how quickly you can just traverse them and get across.
I mean, we're on the other side of them. We're literally about to, we're just about to capture the flag, and I'm afraid it was a grenade that took us out. This is an interesting map because every time on hardpoint you get spectres, don't you? So you capture the point and spectres will spawn immediately.
Yeah, spectres are tied to the appearance of titans on the map.
Okay.
So grunts are sort of the pilot component of that, and then when you get the titans, spectres start appearing, and spectres have better mobility. They're tougher, harder to kill.
Take a few bullets.
Yeah, they can take a few bullets.
Oh,
you were almost there.
Yeah.
You did finish them off, though.
Yeah, I did.
That all makes
sense.
For that one. But yes, the Hammond Robotics, the infamous manufacturer of Spectres and Marvins and Titans.
And as we said earlier, taking out those, capturing those Spectres and having that sort of army is a plus.
I just love, just seeing them like walk in a little pack, and you're like, oh my God, because I think a lot of people don't initially think to do that.
Yeah, no.
But then there's some people who are like totally obsessed with it and have their whole army. So
I think a lot of people come up and get close to them and then realize there's like press X to hack, and you're like, oh, I can do something with these players. The loadout for this one, we've got a single shot rifle, which is more powerful or as powerful as the carbine. I can't remember. It's quite a serious.
It's burly.
We're doing some damage here, and it's amped. Actually, how do you define amped? Is that more damage?
So amped weapons are only available through burn cards.
Right.
So it's a one life, one use thing, and they have they're based on the other weapons in the game, but it's a more powerful version of that, and some of them come with some cool effects.
Okay. Some scopes and stuff like that as well.
More like maybe vaporizing an opponent or something.
Okay.
But you only get, the one, and you can't use it like the entire game. So if you die with it, you're dead. No more amped weapon.
No more amped weapon. I find with the burn cards that sometimes they can come terribly handy and be really useful. Like I had a bunch of double XP ones, and I'm like, I'm not going to use them a lot. Like I'm just going to use them when I know I'm going to have I'm feeling it, right?
Yeah, but like if you guess wrong,
just and I totally have.
On a terrible, terrible life.
I once used it on a life that all I did was kill a grunt, and then the next life I had, I got loads of points. Like all my challenges kicked in, and I'm like, well, I've just lost 5,000 XP. What a stupid error. And I'm also really scared to burn. Get rid of discard cards, because I'm always thinking, well, I might not ever get that back. And when you've done all the challenges, do you not get those cards ever again, or are there other?
Oh no, you can. If you complete those, you can have that. You can earn that card again.
Okay. Through other methods and such. Oh, there we go. Wow, there we go.
How it works.
Just a beautiful bait. Like, where's he gone? Oh, they're on the on the ceiling, just waiting for me to come.
Hanging out, using their spidey sense.
Yeah. Oh, it's just, and then you kind of smile and go, oh yeah, good one. I like it.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of. I think we talked in a previous video about there's a little bit of tongue in cheek to Titanfall,
and also the animation of that is totally Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, and I mean you almost can't get mad sometimes. You're like, oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I just enjoy seeing how other people play the game and what tactics they use, because I mean, there's a lot to learn. Our design team calls it a minute to learn, a lifetime to master, and because you really want it to be accessible to gamers who maybe don't immediately gravitate towards first-person shooters or multiplayer games, but at the same time be something that a hardcore player who's going to sink months into this is really going to enjoy and keep finding tactics and things to do. Oh, for a second I thought you were about to get Titanfalled. I love that that's actually a thing.
Yeah, that is a total thing.
Have you managed to pull that off?
So I have, but only a few times. I've noticed there's a challenge to do it like 25 times or something. I haven't quite managed to work out how to bait people in and use it very well. It's good on Auto
I'll give you a
Titan.
suggestion.
Okay, Abbie.
Sure. So, and this is one of the things that we really came out in the beta was if you rodeo a Titan and they
freeze, right?
Well, yeah, they kneel down if they get out, to shoot you off the back. While you're doing that, call in your Titan right on top, and then you jump away, and then the Titan will come down, potentially killing both Titan and pilot. And that is just brilliant. I mean, we've seen some just amazing in-office baiting that goes on, like trying to trap people, get them in where you're gonna get Titanfalled, and it's just vicious. I love it.
That's absolutely genius, because obviously then they could either kill you or just you run away, and then they get back in their Titan and go, well,
bam.
Night. Switching sides here. See, so just completely ran around across that wall.
It's fun. I mean, sometimes I get so lost just sort of in the movement that I forget that I have
a game to play. Yeah.
And it's really liberating. To be able to just move around maps like that, but not have it feel super janky.
Yeah, no, it just feels so, and it's just, there's kind of an amazing feeling when especially a massive room like this, hard points in the middle of this room on hard point. You can just kind of sit on that wall and defend.
Yeah, you'll start sliding down, but then you can jump back up. And, you caught that guy just beating the crap out of a Spectre.
Those moments are amazing. They're so funny. Those sort of just kind of, you walk into a room and there's two grunts having a fight or whatever. It's just hilarious. That's really funny.
Yeah, I mean, that was one of the things that was so cool to see go in, because they'll drag their buddies into cover and they'll get in melee fights or flip a dude over his back, and it's just
it makes it like a living world, right? There's something else going on other than
they don't just
stupidity.
Run around shooting people. They have these kind of awesome scripted sequences where they just beat on each other.
And also, if you've got good hearing, if you're lucky enough to have good hearing, there's a good amount of dialogue in this game that just kind of goes on in the background. People talking about, the pilots are here, There's obviously when you're
some people at our studio heard it for the sort of heard it for the first time recently, and like because it's random, and there's like the one like the nobody likes you.
Yeah. I quite like the really specifics of you're too far away from the terminal, like with about 30%, 70%, that just that sort of, at least in other games it'd be the same boring sort of well, I can't capture that. I can't, kind of repetitive. But actually, in this, it's properly new and fresh every time. So, here we go. This is This is what I like to call the Satchel setup.
Okay.
In cinemas October.
Oh, so cruel.
So cruel. So, I'm just.
What you were saying there is sort of one of the things that. When we talk about there being. Oh, that's beautiful. That was impressive.
Thank you.
When we talk about there being single-player elements in the game,
and they did it back to me, sorry.
It becomes a sort of burly thing to define, because a lot of times when you're playing a multiplayer game, you're not getting the same level of like art and animation that you would get in a single-player game. And part of that is because it's difficult to do, because there's an amount of time it takes when you do that cool animation to get in your Titan. Are you exposed? Is it? Yeah. I mean, all of these things have a gameplay component that the design team then has to really think about and work with, animation to figure out, how long does that sequence needs to be? Do we need to provide protection to the player? And then also, having the AI running around and having their own sort of moments and their own life on the battlefield is, another component of that. And it doesn't sometimes, I think, sound like that much when you hear it said, but if you took it out, it would really not work out. It has like a lovely like subtle effect on and all the Titans, like you just saw there, have their own like entry animations and different ones, and
do they twitch now or something? So when I got off that Titan there to take out the guy on the back, my Titan wasn't completely stationary, or is that because he's kind of ripping my back and sort of destroying my Titan?
The guy who's rodeoing you?
Yeah. Because it feels a little harder to get them off my back.
Maybe you just got worse at the game.
Maybe I probably did.
Yeah.
Maybe I did.
Maybe you're just bad at the game.
Yeah, but this is a great setup on this map. Zip line out the window. Oh, I missed the window, and then I missed the zip line, but getting my own Titan.
Nice.
So within 5 seconds, someone could be away, and we are away in the fastest Titan in the game. I think we're playing as Militia. So you're on this team.
Yeah, I'm on this team.
Yeah.
So you guys have to win.
Yeah, have to win. That. But taken out. How is it? How is it being the prepare for Titanfall sort of face of Titan? Like the buzzword that everyone's using is your voice. That's kind of weird. It's funny because. I was at an event with Vince last week, and he was like drifting off, I guess, and the TV was on, and the commercial played, and he was standby, and he was and he was like, God, I was just saying, like, stop nagging me, like what? It's strange, but it's such an honor, like the stuff that I do isn't. Like in game, like I go out on the road and I, talk to fans and press, and my work isn't really like in-game work. Yeah. And so to have something that's sort of something I can point to and say like that's my in-game contribution feels really, really special. I'm pretty honored that they gave me the opportunity to do it. It's really cool. It's really exciting. It means a lot to me. We got to see some friendly roadie running there, which I think a lot of people don't really do quite a lot, because it's quite hard to shoot off it. It's not really that thing. But then when people realise that the shield of the Titan actually is protecting you as well, that is really. If you've got low health, is it a good idea to jump on the back of a friendly Titan? Yeah, because their shields, until their shields are taken down, their shields will provide you protection. Cool. So, that's a strategy. And if you've got your Titan near you anyway, you can kind of get away from that. So what I do too sometimes with it is, so you actually pick up that speed and momentum that we're talking about, like when you wall run. If you jump on a friendly Titan, you can sort of propel yourself off of him, like you do it real fast. And you jump up, and you can get to even like higher heights than you would if you were just sort of scaling the wall and very quickly. So I sort of use it to rubber band myself to rooftops and stuff. We took out, we just dropped a Titan on another Titan, crushed by Titanfall. Awesome. There we go.
It cracks me up that it's a thing in game. It's so that's a Titanfall.
Yeah, that's a Titan. That makes complete sense. And the other player can't see where that Titan's going to drop anyway. Is there a ring for every player or not, or is it just friendly?
You see where yours is coming in, but
they don't.
They should be. Oh, did someone just get?
I think someone's on my back.
Nope. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So
because you can hear them.
you're like rattling about,
clamoring on the back of the Titan, which I love having that audio cue because by the time they're starting, I'm already like getting them off of me.
Now there is a tactic I have learned is actually what you can do is essentially just rip the top off, then just run off anyway, and then next time you jump on that Titan, you immediately can start shooting it, right? So if you're up against 3 or 4 Titans, there's nothing you could help your team out and essentially pull the top off of one, pull off the top of another,
yeah, you get in some really comical situations where somebody will jump on the back and you'll hop out, you'll try to shoot them off, and they jump off, and then they come back, and you're like, oh my god, and it goes back and forth for a while. It totally cracks me up.
Here we go. So this is the plasma railgun we have to fully charge up. I think there's an unlock that makes it always charged. Later on.
You guys are going for the humiliation of destroying the ship.
Yes, but I'm just going to set a nuke off and take out another Titan there. And there we go. That's a win for the militia. I didn't do so well.
Well, at least you weren't the worst.
At least I wasn't Finsbury. Blimey.
Aphrodite, gee.
Yeah. Oh my
god. As I said, somebody's gonna watch this and be like, "What jerks? God."
Yeah. Add my gamer tag to TF Aphrodite. That makes complete sense.
Yeah.
Well, thanks again for talking us through Captain Vagon Corporate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we did completely talk through.
We did completely talk through.
I think we nailed down the strategy and defending and.
Yeah, it didn't really look like you needed help, I'll be honest.
Thanks. Cheers.
Yeah. I mean, on this match. This is terrible.
This is terrible.
Terrible. But before you were good, so take comfort in that.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll work on that.
There's lots of time to get practice now.
Yes, now that the game's out, probably.
And now everybody knows your tactics, so you're totally screwed.
I'm totally screwed. Well,
it's your fault for sharing.
Let's retire. Retire. Well, thanks again.
And I never played Titanfall again.
Thanks, Abbie.
You're so welcome.
Speak to you soon.